Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool back again with another Epic 7 video for you guys today. And today we have another build showcase featuring the current banner unit Rem, who is from the ReZero collab. Now the ReZero collab is back with a rerun, guys. We have Rem running for 2 weeks, and then next week we have Amelia coming out as well that will be running alongside Rem. Long story short, guys, you definitely want to pull for Rem. You also are going to want to pull for Amelia. If you guys want a more detailed explanation why, make sure you guys check out my last Should You Pull video that talks about Rem, as well as Haste, who, it's not that great of a unit. But yeah, Rem is a very good PvP unit, guys. You'll see her a lot on defense teams. You can use her in offense teams as well. And for World Arena, she's a solid counter pick against some teams. Before we get started though, guys, if you guys aren't subscribed to my channel already, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel to get updates. The ReZero collab is out, so we're going to be dropping a lot of videos in the near future. Also, we are going to be having another giveaway at probably 15k subs or 20k, or not 15k subs, 15k subscribers on YouTube or 20k subscribers on YouTube. We're going to be doing another giveaway on Instagram, so make sure you guys check out my Instagram page as well, and follow me to see when the post gets uploaded for the giveaway. That being said, let's talk about Rem. So first things first, let's talk about her skills so you guys can better understand why she needs certain stats and certain sets. So her S3 is a AoE attack. It does a lot of damage, guys. It will also increase her attack of herself before she attacks, and also will decrease hit chance for 2 turns, and she will CR push herself. This is a very, very powerful skill, guys. This does a lot of damage. The most important thing is you're going to be getting that attack buff for 3 turns, and that decreased hit chance is really nice for crippling DPS units and making sure that they cannot one-shot Rem. Next, we have her S2, A Maid's Pride. So this is going to be her main ability, and the reason why she's so good is going to be basically 2 parts, right? So the first part is when someone dies, she'll cleanse herself immediately of everything and grant herself demon mode, which will make her unaffected by debuffs and also ignore effect resist when attacking. The second part is going to be when an ally is attacked, except for the caster. She has a 20% chance to counterattack with an AoE attack that will decrease buff durations by 1 turn and also inflict unhealable. The counterattack does a lot of damage, guys, and if you're hit by an AoE attack, you basically have a 60% chance to proc it, which makes her a really, really annoying counterattack unit. Next, we have our S1, which is a single target attack, which has a 50% chance to decrease defense for 2 turns, which is really nice. And when you're granted demon mode, this will actually attack twice. So if you attack twice with this, and the first one lands the defense break, it is really strong because you're going to be able to attack again on a defense broken target, and you'll basically one-shot squish units in the game. She's a very, very strong unit for that reason. So yeah, that being said, you can notice that she is a very, very strong counter attack unit. And because her demon mode only lasts for 2 turns, guys, you're actually going to want to not make her too quick, because similar to SSB not wanting to lose her immunity buff, you don't want Rem to lose her demon mode buff because it makes her so strong, because you ignore effect resist and you'll be just basically stripping buffs over and over, inflicting unhealable, landing defense breaks, and if you get S3 up again, you'll also decrease hit chance. Just very, very powerful in general. So that being said, let's talk about her builds and what sets you're going to want to run on her. So for set, guys, I think there's only really one viable option, and that is going to be counter set with immunity set, because yeah, you're going to build her super slow, so you're going to get a lot of value out of your immunity set. And if you don't have a counter set on her, guys, what people tend to do actually is they tend to focus Rem so that she doesn't get the demon mode proc. And if you don't have that counter set, you're actually not going to be able to counter at all, because keep in mind, her S2 built-in counter will only work when allies are attacked except for herself. So the counterattack set's really nice because it gives her a chance to fight back even if she gets focused. And keep in mind, her S1's a very powerful ability, so you really want to make sure you run her on that counter set. So basically, they have no outs of attacking your team without having Rem have a chance to counter the enemy team. Yeah, you definitely want to run her on those 2 sets, counter and immunity. I definitely don't recommend any other sets. If you're looking to use her as a Wyvern one-shotter, you want her on Rage set. Now for stats. So my Rem, guys, I'm going to be honest, I don't really like her build at all. And the reason why I haven't really switched the gear around is because, honestly, I haven't been playing too much PvP in general, especially for World Arena this season. And for my Guild Wars offense teams, I use a different ice unit instead of Rem to deal with, like fire units and stuff like that. So yeah, you're going to see that my Rem isn't that great, but it is definitely still usable. You're definitely going to want to run her on 100% crit chance, guys, and as high, not as high, but about like 250% crit damage for sure. You're definitely going to want to run her on as low speed as possible, so you want like +0 speed. Don't have like the +16 like I do. It's actually pretty bad. And yeah, for me, the only thing I need to fix for my Rem, guys, is just, probably upgrade her imprints a little bit more and move some of that crit chance into crit damage, right? And then for defense and health, you want her to be as bulky as possible. Basically, anywhere around like 15k HP is good, and like 1200 plus defense is fine. And for attack, you want her at about like 3500. If you can get her to 4k like me, it's pretty good. So yeah, my Ram, can use a lot of work. I need to drop some of that speed to put into some bulk and get her imprint up to SSS and move some of that crit chance to crit damage, which will be very, very good. She does not need effectiveness because she ignores effect resist with her demon mode, and you do not need effect resist because demon mode makes you invulnerable to debuffs, right? So definitely just want her to be slow, want her to be very tanky, and basically hit as hard as you can. There's a lot of variance to what stat guidelines you want to look for, but in general, like I said, 100% crit chance, 250% crit damage, 0 speed, around like 15k HP, 1200 defense, and as much attack as you can as well. So that being said, that's pretty much what you want to look for her stats. Now, what about her artifact? So I think there is only one choice in the game for her artifact, and it is Sigurd Scythe. Now, the reason why you want Sigurd Scythe, guys, is because if you focus Rem down at the start of the battle, if she's tanky enough, she can actually live to her turn. But afterwards, if you don't have a way to regenerate your HP, you will be really useless, right? Because she'll just die in the next turn cycle. But with Sigurd Scythe, if she does get focused early and you S3 on your turn and Rem's alive, she'll basically full heal off her S3 because it does a lot of damage. Also, when you're trying to focus her down, if she lands her S1 counterattack from the counterattack set and with demon mode on, she attacks twice, she'll heal to full. If you attack a different ally besides Rem and she has Sigurd Scythe proc, she'll heal to full with her S2. So she just does a lot of damage, and you just want to have her on artifact that can sustain her. If you don't have Sigurd Scythe for some reason, you can use, I guess, like Draco Plate's fine, but I think Sigurd Scythe is a must-have. Like Rem without Sigurd Scythe, guys, is just like super weak. But when she is equipped with Sigurd Scythe, you're gonna notice she's a lot stronger. Very, very powerful unit. So yeah, as long as you have Rem on Sigurd Scythe, you have that counter set, immunity set to prevent the debuffs before demon mode activates. And you also have her decently bulky enough to survive. Even if your attack's a bit low, your crit damage is a bit low, she'll be able to do her job and be really annoying. Now, she also has a lot of counters still. When she first came out, she was super OP, and Smilegate kind of made it so that some units kind of countered her. The most notable ones would be like Violet and Rimuru. They can basically one-shot her or almost one-shot her. And we also have like soft counters like Landy and Spectre Tenebria because they can basically avoid the counterattack mechanic, because S3 from Landy will not proc counterattacks, and S1s from Spectre Tenebria will also not proc counterattacks. So yeah, Rem is a very, very powerful unit, guys. Definitely recommend using her. She's super strong. Obviously, you're going to want to fully awaken her as well, because the last potential stone here will give her attack, which is very important, and you're just missing out on free stats but not awakening your units. And for skill enhances in Molagora, it's pretty simple, right? Because you have Sigurd Scythe, the more damage you do, especially when you're below 50%, you're going to be able to heal more as well. And Rem is a damage dealing unit, and most bruisers in the game, guys, like Rem, that want to do damage and be tanky, are going to want to be plus 15 because, yeah, they're just harder to gear than typical DPS units. And her S2 for sure, because you want that extra counter attack chance, right? It will give you an extra 5% from 15 to 20, but that will be basically 15% chance if you're hit by an AoE attack, because you have 3 chances to proc from 3 allies getting hit. So yeah, Rem, very powerful unit, guys. Definitely pull for her if you guys haven't pulled for her already. She's a very, very strong unit in PvP, basically everywhere. And in PvE, you can also use her in Wyvern 13 one-shot if you are lacking the gear to gear your Sigurd, and you can eventually swap your Rem one-shotter over to Sigurd and then use Rem in PvP that way. Hope this video helped you out, guys, and we'll be doing another video like this for Emilia when her banner drops, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.